I want to talk to you guys about honey. I was on a live for one of my mutuals and they were talking about how people are really interested in the magic of honey and specifically honey jars. Now, as we know, honey jars are really connected to African American Conjure and Hoodoo. And if you want to do a honey jar, it's best for you to be of those cultural backgrounds to see the benefits, or have somebody who is within that background do a honey jar working for you on your behalf. But let's talk about how honey is used across the board in magic in all cultures, because honey is an ingredient that has been used for hundreds of thousands of years, because wherever there are bees, there's gonna be honey. So let me give you a list of how other cultures use honey around the world in their magical and spiritual practices. In ancient Egypt, honey was considered sacred and was often used as offerings for the gods, particularly Hathor, the goddess of love, beauty, and fertility, and the sun god, Ra. Its sweetness symbolized divine blessings and was used to anoint ritual items and also in healing spells. In Mediterranean and Greek traditions, honey was also used as offerings to deities like Aphrodite, and also in binding spells to sweeten a person's feelings or to bring harmony. Honey was also used in libations and offerings to the dead to ensure a peaceful afterlife. In Indian Ayurvedic and folk practices, honey is also used for sweetening relationships and promoting physical healing, and as a base in rituals involving offerings to the goddess Lakshmi. In Middle Eastern magic, honey was incorporated into rituals to attract love, abundance, and fertility. It is also used symbolically in wedding ceremonies and is often blended with herbs to create attraction spells. In European folk magic, honey is used in love spells, fertility rituals, and as healing balms. It is also used as a key ingredient in spells to foster communication and smooth over conflicts. Now, for those who wish to respect African American culture and hoodoo practices, here are some alternatives to honey that hold the same magical properties of sweetness, love, attraction, and healing. First up is maple syrup. Maple syrup is a really great alternative because it provides that same level of sweetness as well as a little bit more viscosity in its flow to honey. It's used to attract kindness, admiration, and long-lasting relationships. Next is sugar or brown sugar, commonly used to sweeten people's feelings or to bring in positive energy. Granulated sugar, cube sugar, powdered sugar, even rock sugar can be used in magical and spiritual workings in the same fashion as honey. Molasses. Now, its thick and slow properties are really great for grounding spells meant to draw in steady relationships. It is also a culturally significant sweetener in various traditions. Agave syrup, a vegan-friendly and energetically lighter option to use in rituals to attract love, healing, and creative inspiration. Any kind of fruit syrup. This kind of infused natural sweetness is really awesome because it also takes on the natural properties of the fruit, making it more versatile. Now you have more energies to play with when incorporating that sweetness. Rice syrup, a neutral sweetener that symbolizes growth, stability, and prosperity. You can also use floral waters and things like melon or honeydew waters that kind of carry that same energy of sweetness, but are a little bit different in their vibration. The main thing I want you to take away from this video is that it's important to focus on the symbolism and the intention of sweetness rather than replicating honey jars and other cultural practices. This will help you to craft unique spells that are inspired by other people's traditions without appropriating their culture. Honor African American cultures by acknowledging the historical relevance of these ceremonies and these practices, educating others and yourself, and avoiding cultural appropriation. I hope that helps.